What did you actually do, Michael? Can you retrace your actual steps?
Yeah, so actually instead of using the AI, we asked the project maintainers instead.
Okay, but
Because we
even before that,
actually,
you did something even before that, right? So,
yeah.
what was the first thing you did?
The first thing we did was actually just try to reproduce the issue in the UI without like
Okay,
adding any sort of pause command or
okay. Can you
code.
walk me through what you did?
Yeah, so what we did was simply click the apply button for loadout A and then try to quickly go back to loadout B and apply that one while loadout A was still applying.
Okay, so I have to be quick about it, right? So I have to
Yeah.
hit apply and then quickly go to loadout B and hit apply.
Yeah.
I guess I wasn't quick enough. Let me see if I can be even quicker. So I'm gonna go to loadout A, hit apply, and then B, and then apply. So it looks like it's fine. Like it's not blowing up. There's no bug per se. It's because according to the bug description, right, it says starting multiple apply operations on the same game installation would be disastrous. Nothing
Yeah.
disastrous is happening. The app can handle it just fine.
Yeah.
Um, so no bug, right?
That's actually what we were thinking as well, and that's why we had to ask the clarifying question to the project maintainer to make sure that we understood that this is what the issue was referring to and that there's like potentially an issue here or not because we were kind of under the impression that since there was no bug that was being reproduced that maybe it was a pull request that wasn't closed or maybe it was occurring somewhere else, either one of the two. So when we asked the question to the maintainer, that's when we what we wanted to be sure of.
Okay. Let's take a look at the question you asked. On Discord, you posted a question to the development channel
Yeah.
on January 4th, 2025. This is you,
Yeah.
Monkey Koala. This is Alex, your teammate here.
Mm-hmm.
And so you asked this question. We're trying to solve this issue. We have come across the impression that it may have already been solved since the app already prevents you from applying changes to multiple different loadouts at the same time. We just saw that, right? We tried to apply multiple loadouts and the app was fine. There was no problem. And so you were considering the same possibility. You're saying maybe it's already solved. And you wanted to be sure that you understand this is what the problem is referring to. Okay. By the way, I think this is a great question. It's a very well formatted question. We may circle back later in the case study to explain why I think this is a great question. But for now, let's move on. So the maintainer, is he a maintainer, Al?
Yeah.
Okay, so he responded. Can you just walk through his response? What did you learn from Al's response?
Well, we basically learned that this is an issue that's occurring in the backend and that we need to use the CLI to replicate this issue.
Okay, and CLI stands for what?
Command line interface.
Command line interface. So like the terminal where you type in those bash
Yeah.
commands and all that stuff. Okay. So interesting. The CLI. All right. So I think this is a good stopping point for this milestone. Basically, we walked through Alex and Michael's first attempt at trying to reproduce the bug in the UI, and they couldn't reproduce it. So their first hypothesis was wrong in a way, right? Your hypothesis was like, all right, if I click, really quickly, if I hit the apply button really quickly and go to the other one, then something in the app is going to crash. That was your hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
And so that hypothesis turned out to not be correct. And so you asked your question to clarify with the maintainer, you got an answer, and then you revised your approach. You came up with a new hypothesis, and that'll be the subject of the next milestone.